Alright, hello everyone and welcome back to another round of Way of the Hunter. We are going to jump right back into Matariki Park. Even if only so that we can get out of that main menu screen, because that is the least favorite of the theme tunes for me. We have finished our elk census, so we now know what all of our elk herds look like. We unfortunately did not get the 5-star duck that we saw at the end of the last stream. So he's just going to be wherever, and if we ever find him again, that's great, and if not, then we don't. Whatever. Today, we are going to start working on the missions that are used to unlock this area here, Avanui Tops. And the reason we want to work on this next is because we need a 5-star Zamba deer, and this is where all the good Zamba deer are. So we really, really need to get started here. Okay. To do that, we're going to have to hunt a bunch of animals in Puya Moa Rise. So we're basically going to work our way through this territory. Probably going to go up from here and then like this. And then just straight across over here. And we're just going to try to get those missions done. So that's going to be Waka Goat, a female Pharaoh Goat, and a male Pharaoh Goat. That one is easy. It's going to get more complicated from there. Let me just zoom in and see what other animals we have here. We do have red deer, but I don't think they grow very big there. We do have tahr and we have chamois. We have some geese. We don't have any of the small ones, no ducks or anything like that. No rabbits and hares. I do want to check on the ducks to see if we have any zones over there. Because if not, we're going to have to change our loadout a little bit. We do have a few duck zones there as well. Okay. In the part in the west by the lakes. Okay. So we can still keep our crossbow and hope that we can get those duck missions done. Alright. Let's get started. We gotta go over here. So I think the best thing would be if we start going west. In search of some goats. We're gonna need a male and we're gonna need a female, so we're gonna try to go for 1-star matures or mature females. And we still have some mission for some chamois. We're not gonna find any white-tailed deer here. I don't think we're gonna find a 2-star mature red deer. That would be really lucky if we did that. But goats we should have plenty of. And just around this campsite, we usually have about half a dozen to a dozen zones just for Himalayan tahr and chamois. The one thing that is a bit inconvenient is that sometimes you have the animals really just behind the crest of the hill. So we're going to run into a few situations here where we are going to hear animals and we'll just not be able to see them because they are just on the upper side of the hill. It's going to be annoying, but it always happens with this area. So we've got some tar. But no animals here right now because they should all be at their drinking zones. Yeah, there's nothing over here right now. Oh, we got some, I think, chamois down there. Not where we are planning to go right now, for. I am thinking this would take us south, but I think this is where the ducks are, if I'm not mistaken. Let me double check again. If we do have ducks. Yeah, they would be at this lake, so I'm thinking it might actually be worth it. Once we reach this point of interest that we are going to right now, to just have a quick look at this lake and see if we can find a duck for that mission so we can finally get rid of the crossbow. I think that might be very useful. Because they will be flying off soon. Which lake is that? Yeah, that's that small one. Okay, we'll go there next. It will be 4 hours of drinking time for the chamois, the feral goats, and the Himalayan tar, so they are not going anywhere anytime soon. The ducks, on the other hand, will be flying off to their next zone sometime soonish. Let's just get this point of interest first. Oh, what do we have here? Goose. Anything interesting? A one-star mature. Not that important right now, especially since I don't have a shotgun. Alright, so we've got a meteorological station here. Let's go and check out this lake. This one. This is where we have a few duck resting zones. This is also the second best place to get Zambadia if you don't have access to the private territory. For the private land is, of course, it does have a better chance of actually getting you a 5-star. What do we have over there? Are those goats? I think those might be goats. No, chamois. Okay. Oh wait, there's actually two groups. Yeah. Oh, we do have a goat, but he's a 1-star adult. I don't really want to shoot an adult. Because it might have good fitness or it might not. I don't see or hear any ducks, which is a bit disappointing. But since we're here, we might as well grab the need zones. Oh, up there. We have a 2-star mature red deer. Okay, I'm not gonna say no to that. Because we do need one of those. But I have to see if we actually got him. I just want to have a quick look. Do we see anything resembling a duck around here? No. So probably the ducks are already gone. Alright. We'll have a look for our 2-star mature red deer. Let's have a look. Let's see if we did any good. It does look pink. Clear. Oh, so it was an artery hit. Yeah, it's gonna take a while to track. So it is going to die, but it's going to die slowly. Let's see how far we have to go to find this one. And let's make sure we get the right mission selected. Oh, there he is. Hello. So yeah, the New Zealand red deer, they have these massive oversized rags. So this is just a 2-star. So you can imagine what a 5-star looks like. 62.2%, yeah, he would have made 3 stars at most, so not too bad.
Can I get your autograph in exchange for getting this red deer?
Don't you want to get paid instead?
Your signature is more valuable. Did I tell you I bought one of your signed copies online?
For how much? How much, really?
I'm not telling you that. Why didn't you write under your real name anyway?
I didn't want fame. Vanity's not my thing.
But you didn't know you'd become famous.
I always knew. You can store the deer in the basement. Feel free to use the meat however you'd like.
I always knew. Damn.
Deliver the red deer to the basement freezer. Yeah, we're gonna do that at the end of the day. First, we're gonna have to look for our animals. Since we're already at this lake, we are going to explore the rest of the zones here. Just because there really wouldn't be a point in getting here and then not looking at it, even if we didn't get the animal that we wanted. But then we're gonna have to move on to the next couple of lakes and see if we can get some goats. But yeah, at around 4 p.m. this entire lake is going to be crawling with somebody. Oh, there's one of those duck zones. And this is where we left off. Tar and chamois, that's probably the others that we spooked. Because I know the chamois are one of the ones that we spooked, but there was also something else. I'm guessing those were the tar then. There's something else in the woods there. Or possibly behind the woods. This is the problem with all these mountain areas in Matariki. You would think the mountains would be the easiest place to hunt, but not here, not on this map. Okay, more red deer, which is absolutely not what we need right now. Oh, that's the goat that we scared before. Okay. That's fine. He can run off. It's a big lake full. Those are the chamois. We will probably find them again, to be honest, because we do have to go to that area. And while we only need them for a campsite task, I won't mind if we get some. It will just be a bit tricky sneaking up on them. Because they are, again, just behind the hill. I just want to finish exploring this side of the lake first. And then we'll make our way over there to those chamois. Also, quick double check. Yes. Got the right side headphones in. Alright, so all the bird rest zones here are rare. Wonderful. Let's finish with that lake and move on. So gonna have to go over there 450 meters. It's gonna be a bit inconvenient because that means we're gonna have the wind almost exactly in their noses, but oh well. We'll make do. Let's see if we can get over that hill without spooking everything. Because I get the sense that the lake will probably be right on the other side. And that lake might have goats and chamois. I know it has chamois, for sure, because we've already heard them. But it might also have goats, which is more important right now. So we're going to approach this a bit more carefully. We don't need a red deer right now. Unless we run into a 5-star, and that's definitely not happening down here. Let's actually have a look at our animals. Yeah, 10 to 70%. Nothing to get too excited about. And yeah, there's our lake, right on top of the hill. Lovely. And when I say lovely, I mean awful. We are coming at this one from completely the wrong angle. Oh, somebody. Nice. Young. 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 A 2-star adult. Okay. Not too bad. A 1-star mature. Usually I would say I'll take it, but these guys have 30 to 90% fitness, so he's not gonna be Lodge of Shame material either, so we're just gonna move on. They're not gonna be Lodge of Shame material, and they are probably not going to be 4-star material, 5-star material either.